Okay, so we're going to determine the population around the park site. So previously we already decided to sum the population in terms of a quarter-mile distance from the park site, and this amount is an over simplification of accessibility, but it has the virtue of being easy to analyze. We will use block centroids from this measurement because they are the most detailed geographic unit maintained by the census. Because of their small size, the block centroid population values are not as easily estimated and are therefore only updated with the decennial census every 10 years, and this method will be acceptable for this analysis, but is definitely something to consider for fast-growing areas. And we're going to right-click on the 6 sites and then click to zoom to layer, and then we probably cannot see the site anymore, but it's okay. We will clear any selections by clicking the clear button. So I'm gonna it's already cleared, and by clicking the clear button and on the analysis tab, we will do spatial join. Go back to analysis, and spatial join is right here. So for a spatial join, we talk about a little bit. I will add more a little later. And in the geoprocessing pane for the target feature class, I will say it is the 6 sites. For the set join, I will do centroids, okay, block centroids, and change the output feature class name. So instead of spatial join, I will say 6 sites, spatial join, access population, and we will leave the default joining is 1-to-1. So, and the field map of join features areas defines which field will be in the output. So the only fields we need in the output are the acres, near district, and population 2010 fields, so we will remove all the others. So we can also do some cleanup of field names at this point, so we will change the name of the nearest district attributes to something more descriptive. And I don't have to do anything for now, but I have to change something. In the output fields in the field map of join features area, we will click the shape and length. So shape and length, which is right here, shape and length. So for the first one, for shape, so here, shape and length. Yeah, shape and length. I think I have to close it out. Click the red X that appears on the right of the field name. So, and I don't need this. So repeat steps 8 for other fields except acres. So I need acres, and then nearest, I don't need this, and nearest district, and I don't need this. Okay, and then population 2010, close this out and close this out, cross this out as well, acre, river distance, okay, cross this out, cross this out, cross this out, and cross one more out. Okay, and now if we remove too many fields by mistakes, we can just reset. So where is the reset? I think this one, yeah, reset. So I think I did a good job right now. Yeah, in the upper right corner of the list. So in the output fields column, we will click population 2010 and 2010, and merge rule, I will set it into sum, okay, for the merge rule, and the source area on the right, the merge rule setting is crucial. So it tells ArcGIS Pro that for each target feature park site, we want to sum the population values of the join features. Block centroids know that the other merge rules are available to select. Now I'm going to click the Properties tab. So Properties tab and Properties tab. I don't see Property tab. Okay. Click above the Merge Rule drop down arrow. So, okay. Oh, right here. Okay. So this is the property, and for the property, just above the Merge Rule drop down arrow, and change both field name and alias to access population. So I would say here access population. So once I change it, everything changes. So, and then in the output field column, click near district and change both field name and alias to river distance. River distance. In the match option drop down box and click within a distance. So I'm gonna change here. It will be within a distance. So within a distance that I chose here, and enter 2.5, and I have to change it into miles. I will better to change it into miles, and 2.5. Search for radius and confirm that the distance is set to miles. Yeah, I change into miles first and compare here, and everything should be good. And then I just have to run and open the new attribute table. So double check 6 sites, block centroids, and 6 sites access population, and join 1 to 1, and keep all target features and acres, river distance, and access population. So yeah, and then acres is fine, and everything within a distance 2.5 miles. Perfect. And click run. And when everything finished, and then I will see that access population is right here. I'm going to right click on it, open attribute table. So I have a 6 selected access population field, has the total population within a quarter mile of each site. And we also taken the opportunity to clean up the table so it is easier to interpret the results. So the number of blocks centroid within each access zone. So we have a, I'm going to rank it. I don't need to calculate, and I'm gonna rank it. So 13, 14, 15. So I rank it, and then the total population within access quarter mile from the site. So that we have the access population here. And now we will add a demographic attributes to 6 access population. It would be nice to store all the relevant site selection attributes in a single table with the candidate site. So these attributes include, we will have acreage and distance to the river, total population within a quarter mile, and demographic variables. So doing so will make it easy to evaluate and compare the sites at a glance. So for us and for anyone we share the data with, we already have the acreage and distance and population attributes in the 6 site access population table. So here we will use the identity tool to get the demographic attributes into the table. And these attributes are found in the block groups layer. And then I'm going to open this identity tool. To open the identity tool, go back to analysis and tools, and I used it before. Yeah, identity, which is right here. Identity tool input feature, of course, 6 sites access population. Identity features will be block groups. Okay, block groups, and I drag it here. And output feature class, I will have to retype, and everything is saved into the analysis output. This is really organized, well organized book that it teaches us how to save and put our data in. Okay. Now for this one, we will put recommended sites. Okay, recommended sites, and I'm gonna run. So everything is here. When the tool is finished running, the recommended sites layer is added to the map. And I'm going to recommended site. It's not yet. I'm gonna run. There, recommended site is added, and I'm gonna close this out and gonna change the color, so property instead of green. Let's just do pink red. Okay, click apply. Alright. Can I apply? There. Okay, it's already applied. So I already said there. So, and now double check here. We should have a good zone, Los Angeles River buffer, park buffer, and proximity zone demographics and recommended sites, and 6 sites and 6 access population. Open the recommended site attribute table and scroll across it. It has all the attributes of interest plus several attributes that we don't need, along with some ID attributes. So backlinks to features in other table that we don't need for this task. So we will format this table to make it presentable. And now we will save everything and double check everything I already did, and we will clean up the map in a geodatabase. So the analysis project tends to leave clutter behind. It is normal to find the working map in a geodatabase filled with a mixture of data we want to preserve and the data we want now to discard. So it is tempting to leave the mess behind, but sooner or later someone will return to the scene and wish that you'd taken the time to put things in order. So here we will simplify the map, which contains several unnecessary layers. We will also format the 6 sites attribute table and save it as a layout file. Finally, I will remove intermediate data from the geodatabase and add metadata to the datasets we want to keep. Now I'm going to clean up the map. So this map isn't the one we will use for the final layout, but we still want to be intelligible. With that in mind, we will keep just a few important layers in it. So now I have everything, and I could do a new map, and maybe I'll just do a new map. Yep, let's just do a new map. Okay, and for this, I'm going to well, you know what? I don't think I would do a new map then. Try to think. Okay, I don't want a new map. I just clean it up here. So now in the contents bar that I'm going to remove all layers except for the layers here. I need Los Angeles River, of course. So Los Angeles River and recommended sites, yeah, and Los Angeles River buffer, okay, and river buffer, I need this. I don't need the park. I'm gonna remove. Blocks, I don't need blocks, okay, remove, and then park buffer, I don't need it, okay, remove. And remove, okay. Block centroids, I don't need block centroids, okay, remove. I need Los Angeles River, right? Los Angeles River recommended sites, and I don't need this. Puzzle. I don't need this, so remove. Okay, and then remove, and then remove, and then remove. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Turn this on. Alright. Then river buffer, I have to change it. So for the river buffer, turn all layer on and zoom to the river buffer. If necessary, symbolize the recommended site. Okay, recommended site. So fill color of no color and outline of median apple. So I'm gonna do median apple. So median apple, I think it's this one, median apple. There. Oh, no. fill no color, and symbology, double click. Outline color, median apple, right here. Click apply. Click cancel. Alright, close it out. How do I turn this off? Go back to map, explore. Oh, turn this off, yeah. On and off. Off. There. Go back to explore. There. Okay, recommended site, I already did it, and then symbolize Los Angeles River, with big blue sky. Okay, big blue sky. Okay, big blue sky will be 3. Okay, big blue sky appearance. Come on. Okay, big blue sky. Big blue sky. Yep, big blue sky. Click apply, and then close it out. And then the river buffer, so blue sky, river buffer with a no fill, no color. Symbology, double click, and no field. And outline color, it will be median lilac. And the width, it will be 3. Click apply. There. So doesn't look like 3, but okay. Alright, so then we have everything. Cool. We did median apple, median lilac, and big blue sky. And add layer description. So when we add a layer to the map, a description taken from the item description of the source data is added to the layer properties. So this description explains that the layer represents. Layer descriptions are helpful to anyone using the map and are required if we share the layers as layer packages. So the Los Angeles River layer already has a description, so as does the world imagery sublayer of the base map. The other 2 layers created during geoprocessing do not. So we will open the layer properties of recommended sites, right click the layer. So recommended site, right? I'm gonna, recommended site, and I'm gonna do added metadata. It's read only. That's weird. So, do not open the property of recommended site, right click, and metadata on the upper left hand side. So, property, metadata on the right, okay, right here. And then this is read only. And it's already have everything. Layer has its own metadata. Change it. Okay. So, in the description, where's description? Right here. So there are 6 sites I can type in here and click OK. Open there. Okay, so, and I just put title. I have to change this layer has its own metadata. So this layer, layer has its metadata. What I'm gonna do here, okay, recommended sites, okay, and then for description that there are the 6 sites recommended for a new park near the Los Angeles River, and click OK. Then I can add it on it, and the Los Angeles River buffer, right click on it, go to property, and go to metadata, and this layer has this, so title. It's already have it here for you, so if I go back, show metadata, this one will be Los Angeles river. And description that I will have. This is a half-mile buffer around the Los Angeles River. I'm gonna click OK. Perfect. And we will delete unnecessary fields. So we got all the important attributes into the recommended site table. We also have several attributes we do not need, along with several feature ID attributes that we do not need to maintain. Now we're going to open the recommended site and open attribute table. And in the table, we will right click on this. I'm gonna drag it down a little bit. So the 6 access pop, I don't need this because this is exactly like this. So I'm gonna just click delete. So yes, delete, and I don't need it. So it just disappear. And click yes on the prompt to confirm the field deletion. The field is deleted from the table. Be careful when we delete a field because we cannot undo it. So that's very important. In the same way, we will delete all the remaining unnecessary from the table. So join count, I don't need join count. So I can just delete and click yes. And target ID, yeah, I don't need it. I just delete, click delete. And then field block groups. So field block groups, field block groups, field block groups. I don't find it. Feature ID, yeah, block groups, okay. And the ID, do I have ID? I don't have ID. Cool. Okay, total population. So I don't need population. So this was the block group population, not the more detailed block sum. So that's fine. So I'm gonna delete this. And then population over 18, we don't need it anymore. Okay. And then square miles, I don't need square miles. And then population under 18, we only need the percentage. So I'm gonna delete it. So the table should look like this right now. So we have object ID, shape, acres, and then river distance, excess population, median housing count, population density, in percent under 18, shape length, and shape area. And we will add a site ID field. So we are going to add an identifier field that we can manage. So I'll move this a little bit so I can see here, and we will have a reason to use this field in later part. So we will click Add Field button. I can just say I cannot see anywhere. So go back to Added or Field. Add a field. Add a field. Data. Is it in Data? Yeah, it's in Data. Add a field. Attribute table, add a field. So add a field button on top of the table. Oh, right here, add a field. Okay. So add a field that I'm gonna add is the site ID. So site ID, and change the type to short. So from long to short. So here, I will have to remember here, come back here, I will talk about all these field, and right now I'm just do short and click save. Okay, so everything is here. We will close the fields view, and then return to the attribute table, scroll horizontally to the end of the table, so which is right here. And for the field side, we have to calculate field. So when we calculate field during the field heading and click calculate field, in the calculate field tool, we double click the object ID. So input table for sure for this, and then calculate field, calculate name, yeah. This is there an expression box. Okay, so it will be object. Okay, and then I think everything insert value, everything is here. So I should be good. So this expression will assign the name value 1 to 6 to the new field. The difference is that site ID is a field that we can manage, whereas object ID is not. So that's why we are kind of like duplicating. And check the settings. So object, so that it should be good, and then I just run, and this one will be populated with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we will format the fields. Most of the fields in the table should be given an alias or formatted in other ways to make them more readable. So we will go through the steps in detail for one field, and I'll let you to do the rest with general instructions. So open the field view for recommended sites by clicking the menu button on the right of the table and then clicking Fields View. So here I'm gonna do Fields View. Confirm that the current layer drop-down box have the table is display recommended site, and on the list fields in the visible column, click to clear shape, length, and shape area to hide these fields on the field tab. So I'm gonna read only, that's fine, and I'm not gonna show them, and gonna click save, and I hide them. So at the bottom of the list, press and hold the gray square on the left of the site ID row and drag it to the top of the list just below the shape field. So now I'm gonna move this. Okay, select this and move it behind the shape field so that I have an object shape and a site ID. And moving this field affects only this layer. In the feature class, fields will continue to be stored in the order in which they are added. If we drag this feature class to this map or any other, the field will be displayed in their original order. So we will find the row for the % under 18 field and scroll to the right to find the decimal format column. So % under 18 numeric. So I'm gonna click here and then double click the cell that currently contains the text numeric and click the ellipsed button on the right of the cell. The number format dialog box appears to more specifically define how the attribute values should be displayed in the map. So here in the category drop-down list, we will click percentage. So category, I will do percentage. So confirm that the number already present a percentage is selected. I'll change the number of decimal places to 0. So here I will do as 0, 0, and then we will do 6 and okay, click OK. Perfect. And everything is set. Percentage. And I'm gonna close this out. And format the remaining fields per table 6.1. So some of the fields may already be corrected in the table, but depending on the field may change or add the alias, change the oh my god. So that's a lot to do. And I'm gonna drag it up. Close this out, so I don't need it for now. We're going to change all those and so that our table can look nice. And so the first one is change the alias. We have acres, acre and acres. So our number is for numeric. I have to change it just 1 decimal point. Just say 1. Click OK. And then I have river distance and alias. It will be feed to Los Angeles River. And then the numeric, I have to change it. Numeric, 0 decimal places show 1,000 separators. So show 1,000 separators. That will be 0 decimal places. Yeah, click OK. And then I will have excess population. And excess population, I'm gonna move it so I can see better. So excess population 1/4 mile population, and it's long, that's fine, numeric. So show thousands per separators. Okay, then I'll just double click here and check here and click OK. And household, median household income. So median household income, I will change here into household. I don't need the extra H. Numeric, it will be show thousands separators. Shows 1,000 separators. Okay, click OK. And then population density, population per square mile. I will have to change it to people per square. Oh no. Square mile. And numeric decimal places. Okay, numeric. So, this one will be household income. I have to change it into currency. Okay, click OK. And this one numeric, and 0 decimal places, 1,000 separators. Okay, 0. This will be 0 and show 1,000 separators. Okay, and then remember to save it. Okay, perfect. And then close it out. And there, so it's really nice table. And now we can see that object ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and shape it's all polygon, and site ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and acres 0.7 and then we have a 0.4 199. Yep, we have 1,000 separator and 1/4 mile population feed to Los Angeles River, and we showed this, and the median housing count. Then we have the dollar sign, money stuff, people square per miles. Yep. And then the percentage. And now we save the layer as a layer file. So now save the layer as a layer file. All these format settings are layer properties. We want to make them available in other maps, so we must save recommended sites as a layer file, and we did this with the city boundary to Los Angeles in already. So now in the contents pane, we will right click on recommended site and click save as a layer file, and I'm gonna close everything and go back to analysis. No, go back to view, and I'm going to catalog view and not the Python. We're not doing Python right now, so it should be the contents. Yes. We will come back to the Python after I did another book. So I have one more book on Python. So now I have everything here, and then in the contents pane, we will right click on recommended site, and we will click save as, right click on it, and then right click and click save as a layer file. Selection, save as a layer file, sharing. Okay, it's in sharing. Okay, in sharing and save as a layer file. Recommended site and sharing, and then save as a layer file. And in the save as a layer file dialog box, we will navigate and put into map and more folder. So folders, yeah. Folders, map, and more. Okay. This one will be recommended sites. Click save. Okay. Finally, we can move on to evaluate the results. So I think that's the last step in here in this chapter. So then the recommended site meet the criteria and look good on base map imagery, but ultimately there is no substitute for on-site inspection. How do these candidate locations really look in the contents of their surroundings? If we had the opportunity, it would be worthwhile to visit the sites and record the impressions. So here we have included some photographs of the site to help you the sense of experience. So here, compare the guesses from the previous videos that we made some guesses about likely areas for parks on the basis of a preliminary look at the data. Now we can see how those guesses turn out. So then I have everything and I don't need to do a lot of things. So we will drag lesson here, tab to the right, dock target appears in the middle of the map. So lesson 1B, which is right here, double click. And then I'm gonna do is there, side by side. So this map placed on the right, the other one is placed on the left, and it's linked. Okay, I think I did something for the lesson 1B, but that's fine. Oh, that's why I didn't save it. It's okay. So I already have a link view already. The link view on the View tab. We click the drop-down menu and click Link Views, Link Center and Scale. Link Center and Scale. Okay. So this one is already linked. Okay. I don't want the measure tool. That is so weird. Go back to Explore. Yeah. It's not linked. Yeah. There. So now it's linked and so two maps are linked, and so that as we navigate one, the other map center and scale will be synchronized. Linking views links the views of all the open maps. So this same method can be used to compare as many maps and 3D scenes, which display data on a globe as we want. So we will click here to make it active map. So I'm gonna activate it. Okay, I click it, it just activated itself. The active map determines which layer are displayed in the contents pane. So we will zoom to Los Angeles River layer. Both maps zoom out and the length of the river. No, it's just so weird. But it's fine. And we will copy layer between maps. So I think I did it before. And I think we will do it slowly. So another way to make this comparison is to add the layer that is the gases. So the map nodes we created here, we will have to compare. So now we will make lesson 1B. So the active map by clicking its tab above the map and right click the bright. So bright maps, which is right here. So something wrong is here. So I think because I changed the name, so I have to see what's going on here. Right click and notice click copy. So if I copy it, and then can I just paste it here? And I activate this, and then I'm gonna right click on here. I don't see the paste. Oh. Go back here again, and I'm gonna right click on here, copy, paste. So I have to fix this. So because I changed the name, and then in the contents pane, right click on here and right click on this paste. And it added on the View tab link group and click the link view button again and turn it on and off. The link icon will disappear both of the maps, and then we will close the other map and leave the lesson 6 maps and purple star and everything. So I need to fix this. Okay, I fixed this, but what about the lines? There. And then what about... That's crazy. point bright. There. So I fixed everything. Click OK and then zoom to layer. Let me fix it here too. I think something wrong is here, so line bright, polygon bright. Let's see what was the problem. And we will do examine the park candidates one, and alright, just this one. So I'm gonna do is create a bookmark, so we will take a total tool, so ground image of the side, and then I'm gonna do 6 bookmarks. So the first one, open the recommended, so contents, so recommended sites, open attribute table. So let's go to the first site. Okay, then I'm gonna zoom to. Alright, that's this one. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to map, a bookmark, and a new bookmark. So new bookmark, so open the recommended site and zoom to site 1, and here we will say site 1, and then create bookmark, and we will go to site 2 and zoom to, and this is site 2, then we will create another bookmark. So bookmark, new bookmark, and site 2, and then zoom out until we see both zoom 1 and 2. Noted earlier, both sites are close to the river, which is ideal. Both sites have steep slopes but have good access. And then we will do site 3. So I'm gonna create site 3. Zoom to site 3, which is right here, and then I'm create a bookmark, site 3. There, and site 3 is on a quiet street and it's level, but part of the site is being used as a parking lot. This would require some additional work to create a park at this location. And then I will do park 4 ground level image. For that you can see that's very interesting. So I'm gonna go to site 4. This will be site 4. Okay, I have a site 4 and gonna add a bookmark, site 4. And we have a site 5 and site 6. Site 4 has good access and has a bike path across the street to the east, and it appears it is being used for storage. And then I'm gonna do site 5 bookmark. There. And then the last one, site 6. Zoom to site 6. Bookmark. And new bookmark, site 6. Click OK. So with as with site 1 and 2, site 4 and 5 are also close together. And zoom out until we see both site 5 and on a corner of the lot. I'm gonna go back here, zoom to. There, they are close, and this is the river, and this is site 6. So we can label them actually. So we see both site 5. Site 5 is on a corner lot, which would create a more open field to a potential park. It also has good demographics, serving the lowest median household income of all the sites and the highest density of population. And we will zoom to site 6 and create site 6 bookmark, which I already did, site 6. So now I have site 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Site 6 is clear and ready for development, and it has the advantage of having a new Metrolink station right across the street. So I'm gonna save everything. So this section wraps up the analytical work. We started with a set of frictional guidelines from the City Council. Those guidelines were vague in many cases, so we ended up supplying the working definitions, obviously these guidelines should be questioned. So the guidelines also excluded many factors that might be important, whether the land is actually available, its environmental condition, barriers to access such as freeways, and several more. Finally, what the council did not give you, and you have no way to evaluate the work, is the relative importance of the criteria. We cannot rank the candidates because we do not know, for example, if low household income outweighs a high percentage of children in making a site desirable, and if so, by how much. We have to present the options neutrally because we do not know what the council's priorities are. The council members may not know neither until they begin to study the results. Suppose somebody asked you to how the results would change if you set the income requirement lower or the percentage of children requirement higher. So how would you answer a question like that without rerunning the entire analysis from scratch? So that's what we're going to do, is build a model. So that's how a lot of the job they want you to do is be able to build a model, and so you can run different analysis and see how the workflow there, and once you figure it out, and we can change some parameter, and we will see under different situation and how the workflow is doing. So that's right now, I really see the beauty of this book, how to prepare the data and how to work on a project and how to get things, and then later how would you present it. It's everything links together, and so instead you start something from somewhere, and this is just a huge project that we start from the beginning and work the way through, and it's just the same thing over and over, and you get the better understanding to do things. But the theory, I will have to add them for the geoprocessing tools and everything. Okay, we will see what we're gonna do. Maybe I will go over the automate the analysis once I finish everything, and then I will talk about some theory and some of the old version, how was it look like, and right now how did it change. Maybe I will still do I think I decided I will do the tools again, because this book, as I mentioned, it didn't cover everything. Although it didn't cover everything, the issue was that at least we understand a lot of parts, how we prepare data, and some of stuff that you cannot learn from the other books. But a lot of parts is very easy, simple. The beauty is you only work on one project instead of the other map. Oh, you download this, and then you switch, and then you switch another, and then you focus on another topic. This book is just using all the knowledge to just solve one problem. Until now, I realized, wow, that's really cool. Everything is very easy, but everything is connected. That's something really unique. Okay, so in order to mention the book again, that I'm gonna it's called Understanding ArcGIS Pro. It's a project workbook, which is really nice when you work on a project. That will help you out. But once you have your own project as a GIS analyst, then you will have to put things together that you will learn, and on the way you will know what's going on. But it's better that you can document it. Maybe you can publish a book. Thank you so much.